Lamar Jackson, are you kidding me with what he did last night? We'll get in the MVP conversation in a little bit, but does this make the Ravens the team that beat in the AFC North?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know about that one. I still got the Browns, man. They lost a tough one to the Chargers, but the fact that you have Lamar, you got a shot. And the fact that this team has been ravaged by so many injuries and he's still able to perform and put this team on his back. And when we talk about most valuable players, we all know the Ravens aren't who they are without Lamar Jackson. So last night's performance was just another example of why we have to start talking about this guy as being a top 5, top 8 quarterback in this league when it comes to just impact on the game. And last night, his ability to play from the pocket, something I've been screaming for the Baltimore Ravens, evolve the passing game. And they still have a little ways to go. But when Aid is back there at the helm, and people are so afraid of his ability to break, contain, and make plays down the field with his legs, and he can stand in there and throw for 440 and have the type of night he had in a comeback, especially in overtime, to make that last drive for about 70-plus yards. Lamar Jackson, that dude, bro.
He is that dude. So we like to say Swagu when he's that dude, right? Because we play a little game of Swagu or SwagEw. And so I'm going to give you a statement here, Marcus. You're going to tell me Swagu or SwagEw, not so much. Justin Herbert, we know, went off against the Browns on Sunday, threw for almost 400 yards. He had 4 touchdowns. And so we talked about the MVP. Jay mentioned it with Lamar Jackson. But is Justin Herbert perhaps the front runner for the MVP? Swagu or SwagEw, not so much?
That's a Swagu. And listen, it's because of what he's doing in crunch time. And the Chargers have a history of not winning games at the end of games. We all know seven losses last year were combined like 20-plus points in losses. So this team is not only figuring out a way to win, but you heard his coach Staley talk about the confidence that he has in it. And they went for 4 fourth downs in that game. Mm-hmm. And Justin Herbert delivered every time. The athletic ability, the ability to push the ball downfield. And not to mention, he's playing with Keenan Allen and Mike Williams and Austin Eckler coming out of the backfield. An offensive line that's doing a tremendous job keeping them clean. But Justin Herbert has changed the narrative for the Chargers, and this team really feels like a legit Super Bowl contender. And oh, by the way, he ain't got his $250 million yet, so they can still build around him. That's a Swagu for Herbert.
All right, let's keep it moving. We're going to go to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So they are the favorites, according to Caesars Sportsbook.
Yeah.
To win the chip again, Swagu or SwagEw? What do you think?
Swagu. And listen, I don't know how in the hell Tom Brady is still playing like this, y'all. I don't understand it. Like literally, we are in the midst of the greatness between Nick Saban and what he's doing at Alabama and Tom Brady and what he's been doing for so long in his career. But when you look at the performance that he put up against Miami, 5 touchdowns, he actually did something he's never done in his career. Are you kidding me?
How does that keep happening? I don't understand.
What happened? What is happening, Shay? And think about this, too. The Bucs are beat up. This team is not fully healthy yet when it comes to the defensive side of the ball. And for Tom to come out and drop a 40-burger on Miami, who we think is a really good defense and has the ability to stop really good offenses, Tom just keep doing it. So that's a Swagu. I ain't picking against Tom Brady to win a championship ever until he loses.
Okay, so that's cool, Marcus. We're talking about greatness. But let's go to the other end of the spectrum here and talk about these damn kickers, man. This week 5 was a historic low. 13 missed extra points. And I proposed yesterday, keep kickers in a game, but get rid of the extra point. If you want it, just tack it on. If you want to go for 2, elect to go for 2, missing out on any points if you don't get it. So tell me, should the extra point be eliminated from football? Swagu or SwagEw?
Oh,
SwagEw, Jay. Like, I'm still living in the NFL, man. I think the extra point is important. Obviously, it's important when we see these guys missing it and changing games in that situation. But the kickers got one job, Jordan. And we know it's hard. We know it's pressure-packed. But you got to do your job, man, especially when you got quarterbacks making plays and putting you in the end zone. And all we need you to do is put that ball through the uprights. It ain't like it's that damn far for professionals to make those kicks. And Crosby never misses. Think about the kicker from Cincinnati. You had a chance to win the game. Rodrigo last night, the opportunity to win the game. And yes, it's hard. It is a hard job. I've grown to understand that with all of the kickers that I had a chance to play with. And the reason why I put emphasis on all the kickers, because a lot of them got fired, because it is hard. But you got to make the damn dumb kick when the game is on the line and you trying to win it. Justin Tucker told every kicker in the NFL, hold my beer, cuz.
Hey, Marcus, we love you because you're talented, you got charisma, always a big smile on your face, you got a great heart. But if that's a kicker in the Cowboys locker room that does what we saw in Week 5, how are you honestly treating one of those dudes?
Avoid at all costs so you can avoid conflict. I was told 2 things growing up, Jay. Either you got a problem with somebody and y'all gonna talk it out, or y'all gonna throw hands, or you need to avoid the conflict. So on this situation, I would avoid the conflict because if I beat the kicker up, my paycheck gonna be hurt by it, and I like my direct deposit.
It's like Shay when she's hungry. Avoid her at all costs.
I mean, that's accurate if there's ever been an accurate statement. All right, you sound like you've been cheering a little hard for Lamar Jackson last night. You need a little tea this morning, Marcus.
I do need to get a little tea. I'm gonna get some lemon in that thing.
There you go.
Make sure I get this thing coated by the time I get the NFL out tonight. But I was hollering for Lamar. I was hollering for my son this past weekend. My daughter plays volleyball. She's a beast. I can't wait to put her on ESPN. So I've been hollering all weekend, chasing my kids around, and then Lamar last night. Are you kidding me on Monday night, bro? To come back like that and throw for almost half a thousand.
Yeah,
Shay, we love him too much. We got to say bye.
I know, got to say bye. Honey in the tea. Marcus, thank you so much. We'll catch you later. See you later.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.